Your grandma said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya.
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before...
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go in Cincinnati. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by a second-year passer from Tennessee. Big quarterback Brock with an even bigger arm, Joe Milton.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, to be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. He'll call his own number. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
So a punt coming up on fourth down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. He can run it. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito. Third down here. Need 8 on the play.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. Get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Going right side, Dowdle with it. Shoots away from one. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good.
Dillon quick on the draw. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop it after 2 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Browns.
Milton lost it. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Now Milton to throw. Finds him over the middle. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Waitman on the punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
That's taken at the 15. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Browns getting their offense out there. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. Nothing out of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Milton. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. On target to his back when we go Dowdle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the draw, it's Dowdle. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6.
Hilton now on third down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, it's Rondale Moore. Escapes the defender. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Rolling from the gun here. That's enough for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Wilson on the slant. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2 on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good. Bengals first down.
1st and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
This time looking to throw. Now here he goes again. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
A gain of 17 yards.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's calling his own number again. Until it gets down safely with enough of that first down.
11 more yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Jacob. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2.
made by Jesse Bates. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's another for him. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
And we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we hit our 2-minute warning.
3rd and goal.
Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. 3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Shotgun snap here to Milton. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Browns first down.
Here's Milton. In trouble now and the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown Cincinnati. The Bengals get some 8 points and the lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that bubble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Over the middle is brought in by Lockett. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. Making the call himself. 9 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Milton back to throw. Quick slant cut by Lockett. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
10 yards on the pickup.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the best in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 2 here. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going run again with Jacobs. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. He breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing now, Milton. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
There's the give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just did not.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. See a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down, here's Tua. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they produced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Shoves him off. Gets him on the end route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He gets a gain of 11 there, and then picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
2 now from the gun. He's making a bid for it. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacob. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by a guy who rose to stardom while wearing those Bengals stripes his first 5 seasons, Jesse Bates. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one gains 7. And the Bengals have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
He's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I put 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, they're meant. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting it first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Milton now on 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. First and 10 now from the 46.
For a Bengals first down. First and 10.
Shotgun give now to Jacob. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
Browns 3.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Looking out of the pistol here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another try on the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Milton now. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down. To throw, Milton. And he puts him there under this one, right side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bengals are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They stick with Jacobs. Flashes through a tackle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
intended for Garrett Wilson. Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. The right side, caught by Wilson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Tagovailoa now. Setting up the screen. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for third and 6. They'll throw. Third and long. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. A nice run here past the 35. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Here's Milton, first and 10. Took off with it again. And he'll go down here. Comes up nicely after a gain of 7. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second and 3.
The handoff for Downey, running right. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They'll air it out on third. He's going to run for it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of of bounds at the 45-yard line. 4 yards.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
10 more yards. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Handoff here to Jacobs. Oh, he lost the football. And the Browns pick it up. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw he was moving near the end of that kick. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What do they say about fatigue? It makes cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security in the ball just like that.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Slot man motioned over. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. And dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Brought in right side by McMillan. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Working quickly here.
And the Browns, 1st down.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
And he's going to throw it again. McMillan on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
There he is on 3rd and short. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Coming in line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Browns.
Throwing now, Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Dillon quick on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. Offense to the line fast.
A loss of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, they're going with Dillon. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. We need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their man was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Not 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa. He tucks it and takes off. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals with a 13-point lead. Jacobs running behind center. He rocks that tackler. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. On him quick, and they bring him down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
18 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Milton now. Going all the way to the end zone here. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Looking to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.